So the first thing you see when you walk in is this huge closet. It's a built-in, it holds my jackets, some storage and whatnot. As you come in, I have some photos up, easily swap outable. As you can see here, I just unclip it so I can always have new fun photos up of friends. And then I have this fashion drawing of myself that was done at a networking event I was at. You'll see throughout that I have antiques everywhere, and my living room is no exception. The racket is an old school wire tennis racket from my grandparents, and this bin is a canning bin from my parents' neighbor, but I actually keep blankets in it, and I just lined it to make sure everything stayed clean in there. So, functional antiques. Love that. Over here, I've got my letters from high school, nice dried flowers, stuffed animal, my favorite animal, and a portrait of Door County, Wisconsin, what I call my Viewmaster from my grandma. It's an old antique from my grandma. A white elephant gift find, so to speak, and a radio from my neighbor. And then I have this area, and it's not pretty because kind of like my outbox for my apartment. So when I have returns, when I have stuff I want to like sell on Facebook or something, or if I have stuff to give to friends, I stick it there, and then I know that it'll bug me until I take care of it, but it doesn't overwhelm any other spot in my apartment. And I think that system works pretty well. So here's a tip for you. And just tons of books. Textbooks from college, some cookbooks, and otherwise. If we go to the rest of my living room here, I have a navy couch, pink pillows, pink blanket, and this gold and white tapestry from Target that I got on sale. I got this little ottoman half off at Target like a year and a half ago at this point. These are like my mini coffee table books, as I like to call them. Got like Declaration of Independence, a cute little Disney book, a church book, and a marketing book. Some of my favorite things, so to speak. Old school coasters, but I think they work in here, my remotes, and then more fake flowers, because I can always like substitute out real ones and stuff, but I like having some greenery, but it doesn't cost me anything over time. Over here, we got the record player, chock full of old reject records, but it's fun to go through. Anything from Big Band to Winnie the Pooh is in there. Got my hockey stick I got this summer, ironically, in the corner. And this lamp that I found at Target. It was an online return worth like over $100, and I think I paid like $50 to $65 for it. And I think it's like a really good mid-century modern option, and I couldn't have done cheaper, even if I liked something else better in the future. So I like it. Plus, you can turn one off at a time, which is hit and miss useful. These pink chairs I found sitting up in my parents' neighborhood on the side of the road. They looked terrific, and I have no complaints so far, and I think they're great, and they were free. So I really like them. This table is from Target, but my aunt gave it to me. I found decay at Michael's, and then I call this little guy Ham, like the Toy Story piggy bank, and he was a thrift store find. But he does light up, which is really cute. Let's see here. Yay! There. I keep my bike in my apartment because it's easy. The tape measure is there because the kickstand does not keep it upright enough, and that is what I had, and it works. So we'll see if I get any replacement for that. I have this giant skyscrapers book that I think is really cool visually on the side there. It's really old, but it's kind of fun to look at. Lake Superior, my TV console. This is a made to look old TV. It is actually very skinny. I have my old flashlight though, and just random cords, which aren't perfect, but it's because of the size of this. Old video games, but I still love playing these, so it's fun to have them. And then down here is chock full of movies. I filled this spot to the brim between the thrift store and what I've had and my parents' rejects. So there's that. Another antique here is a old school payphone that my grandpa gave me. Besides doing that though, it doesn't work. I mean, this lifts up, but there's no dial tone, it's not plugged in. I wouldn't know how to plug it in here. I don't have a phone number for it. I use the phone I'm recording this on. Then I have this chair with my pillow pet that I bought like 11 years ago at this point, but it's cute. It's a spot for this blanket as well, and it fills up this like corner of my living room, which I really like. And then this art I made as well. On to the kitchen. In here, I got this basic hand-me-down wood table, as you can see here, and I wanted to use my own colors for styling, so I was given this tablecloth by my neighbor, and it was almost the perfect pink, so I like it, even if the stitching is a little dated. And then I bought fake flowers again to leave on my table, just so it's not empty, but it looks nice, I think. Art my sister made, and then more garage sale art. In the kitchen, I keep it pretty empty, and obviously it's a rental kitchen, so I don't want to change anything. Otherwise, I'd probably want black or dark gray countertops and undermount sink, things like that. But for a rental unit, I really like it. Keurig that I was given. I keep napkins in here because it's not big enough for most cookies, and I figure they're all old, unused store napkins, like Chick-fil-A and Chipotle. So they go there, and then this is just salt and pepper. Over here, I keep my counters really nice and simple. I've got utensils in the middle there, my knife set, and then my toaster. And I keep my tea kettle there because it's easy, and I think it looks kind of cute. So, yeah, I keep my cupboards relatively full while trying to stay organized. So I have probably a lot more than a person living by themselves needs, but it'll last me a lot longer than this apartment will. In here I have a spot for more pictures. I can easily clip any others in, and I really like it. It's simple, it's put up with tape, but it blends in practically to these walls, so I don't mind it, and it makes for really easy display. Fun Prince poster on this side, and there I am. The bathroom is Mickey themed, but just mostly subtly. I mean, I got 2 mouse ears. I found these bows, and I leave them out because I think they're a cute nod to Minnie as well. And then red, white, and black towels. And again, it's a rentals bathroom, but well, it's my bathroom, but at least so I don't feel the need to make changes. So there you go. This is my room. Got art I made on that corner. I love these antiques. This is the boutonniere I was given. I think it's called a boutonniere. I wore it on my dress though, for my friend's wedding I was in, and it dried really pretty. And then I have my books, more books here. I keep backpacks stacked here because they don't too much clutter, and I use these both weekly. I've got this big art display here. Again, this is just put up with masking tape, but I really do like how it turned out with the dried flowers and everything, and it adds just enough color and visual interest while being super easy to keep up. Over here I got my computer set up. I keep my keyboard down there, my mouse over there, just to give myself plenty of workspace if I want it, and then I can always pull out whatever I need. There's a spot where I set my tablet here. I got my dresser, and you can see a video about how I redid this in another video on my channel, and then the drawing of Mickey that I also mentioned in another video in my channel. I keep this extra chair here because I figure why not, because it fits, it doesn't clash terribly, and I can always put it like over here in this space where I currently have a fan. A sewing machine my mom gave me that's almost vintage now, I think, technically. It's from Montgomery Ward, which I think is super cool. Over here, I've got art that I bought in college. There we go. I think they're really fun together, and then I put those roses in between just to give it some more interest. And then my bed. So that is my entire apartment. I hope you guys enjoyed. It's fun for me to get a chance to recognize all the antiques I have that I love, that I've gotten from different family members and friends. I love how this place has come together. Again, it's not perfect, but I've put it together for such a low price that I'm really happy with it. I'm really thankful for all the stuff I've gotten over the years. Just keeping an eye out for stuff that people didn't want, that I was like, hey, I can use this someday. I was fortunate to have the space to keep it somewhere until I could take it to the apartment I'm in now. My room back at my parents' house was very crowded for a while though, as I was trying to like still accumulate stuff for when I would move, and I'm just really thankful that I had space there for just everything in here, and I really like it. I try to keep it organized, and yeah, I've mentioned this before on my blog, but I also mentioned it during my tour, and I wanted to touch on the idea of intentionalism as far as it relates to like lifestyle and home design. A lot of people online talk a lot about minimalism versus maximalism, and I don't really resonate completely with either of those. I heard the term intentionalist once, and I really like that. I do try to live like very organized, very minimalist, so to speak, but then I realize I like having a lot of things on hand, and I don't think that's wrong. I keep a very full closet that I'm very thankful for, that I keep things if I think I'll use them, and if I have space for them in my closet here, I do clear it out. I probably give away at least something once a month that doesn't fit or I'm over it. That said, intentionalism is about living in a space you like, not trying to be minimalist necessarily if that's not what makes you happy, and not trying to be a maximalist if you don't want that much stuff. For me, it's about having my space be clean and organized, but also having a lot of things that I like. Having 3 sets of dishes doesn't bother me. One is like a set of 4 place settings that are like plastic plates from Target. One is an 8-piece setting from Kohl's for every day, and then I have my china that I found in an estate sale, and I love it. It reminds me of the other women in my family who have beautiful dishes they use for different family events and whatnot. So I think there's a really good balance there of having an organized, clean tops to dressers to tabletops and whatnot. Not tons of knickknacks and stuff. I've really tried to go away from like knickknacks and stuff. I definitely still have a few, but they're really meaningful, or they really fit with the decor, which I try to not buy as much decor and whatnot. And even though my apartment isn't perfect, like I said, for what I've paid for it, I really like it, and it works well. That's an apartment in the Minneapolis area. Thanks y'all so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. See ya!